Okay, now, I know it's tough to single out just one Donald Trump tweet and freak the fuck out because this is literally all he does is just tweet hot garbage nonstop. You know, because this all benefits him in the long run. But just to show you what President Hot Garbage was up to and to make an example of this, because we're going to use it later, here we go. These thugs are dishonoring the memory of George Floyd, and I won't let that happen. Just spoke to Governor Tim Walz, told him the military is with him all the way. Any difficulty will assume control, but when the looting starts, the shooting starts. Thank you. Never mind the fact that when the looting starts, the shooting starts was a phrase that was used by a sheriff in Miami when they were having the convention down there in like the 50s or the 60s. And basically said he was just going to shoot minorities. But never mind that. We're just here to talk about thugs real quick. Thugs, 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 thuggery, and thug. Okay, the word thug and the usage of it, especially if you're a white person and you're talking about any group of people, even if one of them is a person of color, is racist as fuck. Once again, if you missed it before, it's a dog whistle. If you don't know what a dog whistle is, that's a dog whistle. There you go. Dog whistle. Excellent. So let's talk about thuggery real quick, all right? Thuggery. Oh, look, there's a tweet for that, too. When all white dudes say thugs in all caps, that means the N-word with the extra hard R at the end. Kind of like how Tony the Tiger would say it. Yeah, teenagers in hoodies, usually black ones. Yes. Just in case you all didn't know about the thuggery. Anytime somebody drops the word thug, and then invariably they try to apologize, and they always go, but I call everybody who does this thugs. No, they don't. They don't. I've never seen a white person call a group of white people thugs. I'm telling you, the last time it happened was like in Joe Biden's era. When, you know, you'd call them rapscallions. Okay? Thug is racist as fuck. People use the word thug because they can't use the N-word, and then they snicker behind and go, hey, look at me, I'm so smart. I said the N-word without saying the N-word. I'm an edgelord. You're racist. That's what you are. Okay? I'm not racist. I just think people of color shouldn't get mad when the cops murder them in the street for no reason. Oh, also, I can't go to Applebee's, and that's tyranny. Chad knows what's up here. I'm just going to assume he's Chad. Remember that time when a black man peacefully protested by kneeling during a song and people lost their fucking minds? Now those same people are in my replies saying, I'd listen to the Minneapolis protesters if they were peaceful. Fuck all the way off, they tried it your way. Again, all these protests are always peaceful, okay? A protest starts off peaceful. Then the police tear gas and pepper spray the shit out of people, agitate an already agitated situation, and then, I don't know, a white guy dressed in all black clothing with an umbrella mysteriously breaks all the windows to an auto parts store and then spray paints free looting here on the outside before he walks back to a police precinct, but surely he wasn't an undercover cop. And then that's it. It's game on. And then everybody goes, look at those looters. Be like, I'm sorry, do you mean look at those protesters who just had chemical weapons deployed against them by the government? Hey, I have a question. Why should people follow the rule of law when the rule of law is arbitrarily applied at best? I think it's a fair question. Why would you respect the law or the institution of law enforcement if law enforcement does not equally apply the law? Shit, most people in law enforcement don't even know the law. The only thing people in law enforcement know how to do is write tickets, strangle black people, and shoot dogs. That's it. End of list. And they do all three of those ostensibly under the job descriptor of protecting capital. Because that is what they do. Why can't you protest peacefully? No, not like that, or that, right? Right? Oh no, black person gives a speech about racism at the Oscars. Why are you politicizing the Oscars? Black person kneels during national anthem. Why are you politicizing a football game? Black man wears a t-shirt that says I can't breathe while he's playing basketball. Oh, why are you doing that? It makes me uncomfortable. Okay, well then how about after we do all that and then you tear gas us 18 times, we go and burn shit to the ground. How about that? Oh, well that's too violent. Well, you didn't want to listen to any of the last 12 fucking ways we tried this, so guess what? Looks like it's option number 13. Hey, and you know what? Option number 13 doesn't even come up if the police don't tear gas and pepper spray the shit out of innocent people after the 12th failed protest attempt. Because you know what? If you didn't tear gas them, they would come back and number 13 would be a different peaceful protest. But no, you just got sick of peaceful protests because even the peaceful protests inconvenience you too goddamn much. And you can't be bothered with that fucking inconvenience. No, let's just gas everybody and disperse them. Yeah, that's how your shit ends up on fire. Fuck. If anybody asks why you're so angry, show them this image. Hey, look, this is a double murder investigation after a guy who killed 2 people gets handcuffed, gently placed next to a car, and gets spoon-fed water. You want me to play the video of you from last week from Minneapolis? I assure you that that fucking encounter went completely different. Want to take a guess why? One was a black guy who might have possibly passed a bad check. One was a white guy who murdered 2 people. Oh, but yeah, let's let him have a rest in the shade and give him some water. Oh, wait, what's that? There's a black guy crossing the street? Hey, white dude, stay right here. I gotta go kill somebody. I'll be right back. All trash. All of it. Oh, wait, we're going to save this last piece of hot garbage. Yeah, I got one more piece of hot garbage queued up. We'll get to it in a second. So, now apparently people become thugs when they start burning things. That's when things become a riot, right? Fans burn couches, flip cars after Kentucky's NCAA win. Hey, how come they're fans? I thought they were thugs because they were rioting because they were destroying property. Was that not the very line in the sand that you drew, oh wise right-wing media? If you are out and about with a large group of people and then you start burning or breaking shit, it's a riot, right? And those are thugs, right? Oh, wait, hold on. They're fans. Sorry about that, fans. Hey, look, I Googled sports fans celebrate burn cars. Hey, look at all those fucking cars on fire. None of them protesters. Philly rowdy as Eagles fans celebrate. Philadelphia Eagles fans burn cars. They're fans. They're not rioters. They're not thugs. They're fans. Kentucky fans burn couches and cars in middle of street. Philly as rowdy Eagles fans celebrate. Oh, they're rowdy. Really? They're not engaging in thuggish behavior? Really? I'm sorry, aren't they burning shit to the ground in the middle of the street? Not even hooligans or rapscallions? No? 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 They're just cool. They're just fans, right? Because they're white people and they paid $200 for a ticket to go into the stadium in the first place. And guess what? If you spend enough money, burning shit in the street is part of the price of admission and you've already paid for it. Congratulations. That's the difference. Hey, everybody, if you want to go have a fucking race riot, all you have to do is have everybody buy up all the $200 tickets to a shitty sporting event, all go to the sporting event, and then when the sporting event yells out, just yell, "Sport Ball!" as loud as you want and start lighting shit on fire. Don't worry, you're not a rioter, you're not a thug, you're not even a protester, you're just a fan. It's amazing what happens when you spend money, spend a little capital, and help the capitalist class gain. All of a sudden, you garner their respect. And now, you're just a fan. Thank you, fan.
To bring in Dan Bongino now, former NYPD officer and former...
Hey, it's our friend Dan Bongino again, just to remind you. He's still here, and he's still saying stuff that protest agitators ready to burn your city down should be charged as domestic terrorists. Of course, Dan Bongino did not think the 300 white dudes wearing polo shirts and khakis who were marching under a Nazi banner on U.S. soil chanting blood and soil should be charged as domestic terrorists. Oh, but protesters should be charged as domestic terrorists. Why? Because they're destroying capital. That's why. And now, we take you to the last piece of hot trash. I will follow this with a little humanizing piece, just to balance it out and I don't leave a bad taste in your mouth, okay? Nancy Marie, I don't know who she is, but I'm getting the Karen vibe. I have a feeling she'd like to speak to my manager, okay? I'm going to read off this trash now. Y'all wonder why you're looked at a certain way? Y'all wonder why there's a fucking race card played all the time? Oh my God, this isn't justice for a fellow human. This is you being selfish, ignorant animals. You know, like monkeys or apes. Animals. Is this one not familiar? Have you not heard this one too? No? This one actually gets both of them, okay? America, ladies and gentlemen, we are the flaming dumpster fire of the world, okay? Animals. Yeah, Nancy Karen Marie, exactly. This man's death was disgusting, but you all took away the meaning of his life and his death by being exactly what you're protesting you're not. I'm disgusted with the entire human race. How heartbreaking to live in such a fucked up, hateful world. I pray for you all. Of course you do. I hope justice is served to each and every one of you who thought it necessary to kill the hopes and dreams of your fellow man. No, black lives don't matter. All fucking lives matter. So, Nancy, you are hot garbage, and you get the goat. Yeah, there he is. That's what those prayers sound like, okay? Now, again, this is why I'm going to remind everybody one last time. Nobody gets to be the arbiter of protest. Nobody gets to be the arbiter of what happens, but the people who are out there in the field, the people who are fucking laying their bodies on the line, the people who are physically standing up to the police state so that everybody can benefit and we can all have a little less fascism. So when Karen over here starts fucking spouting off, I really don't give a rat's ass about what Karen's fucking impression of things are, okay? Karen? Now, let's end this on a little high note, okay? Hello, everyone. Thank you to everyone for checking in. Sadly, Gandhi Mahal has caught fire and has been damaged. We won't lose hope, though. I'm so grateful for our neighbors who did their best to stand guard and protect it. Your efforts won't go unrecognized. Don't worry about us. We will rebuild and we will recover. This is Hafsa, Rule's daughter, writing as I'm sitting next to my dad watching the news. I hear him say on the phone, "Let my building burn. Justice needs to be served. Put those officers in jail." Gandhi Mahal may have felt the flames last night, but our fiery drive to help protect and stand with our community will never die. Peace be with everyone. Gandhi Mahal Restaurant, your family, I salute you and I thank you for being far more human than the other people who deny the humanity of people who have been murdered in the street by the police. Stop letting other people frame the narrative. Okay? So when you see your low-key racist aunt, use the word thug or talk about rioting, remind her that she's being low-key racist. It's okay. You're allowed to do this. It's not Christmas time. You still have time to, repair your relationship before the holiday season. So, this is a thing. Do not let people change the media narrative. People want to talk about asset destruction. People want to talk about burning. People want to talk about looting. Do you know why they want to talk about all these things? Because it means they don't have to talk about the fact that a police officer murdered somebody in broad daylight in the middle of the street, that nobody did anything, that they refused to press charges, and that if there wasn't a large protest, i.e. what you would call, quote, a riot, no charges would have been brought up. So a little food for thought. The next time anybody wants to complain about riots and protests and things getting burned to the ground, just remind them none of this would have happened if there had been equal application under the law and a videotape of somebody murdering another person came up, that person would be arrested. If there was equal application of the law, people would not feel that the system is unjust, and people would not have to protest for weeks on end and burn cities down just so you might actually give a shit about them. There you go.